Hi Scorpio and welcome to Esotera Tarot. My name is Lydia and today I am pulling energies and messages for the sign of Scorpio and what you don't see coming. As usual, I set the intention for these readings for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So if this reading isn't resonating with you, Scorpio, don't worry about it. Just pop it over to one of my other videos. Check one of those out. I'm sure you'll find something for yourself in there somewhere. So we're going to do the reading a little bit differently today. The circular deck just was not feeling it for this week. I'm like, okay, we want to try something a little bit different. So I'm going to start on this side of the board for you, Scorpio, and pull up your energy, see what's going on. And then we're going to go over here and see what's coming towards you that you don't expect. Now, this could be a person, it could be a situation. It could also just be a change within yourself. And then at the bottom of the board, we'll look at outcomes. And then, as usual, we'll finish off the reading with some advice from the universe. Now, if you're good with that, Scorpio, and we're just going to jump in. We're starting with our Ride or Die, Rider-Waite deck, and then I'm just going to jump in and get you your energies. Okay, Spirit, can you please show me, if you let me shuffle, hang on. Are we good? Are we good? I think we're good. Okay, there we go. Okay, can you show me Scorpio, please, Spirit? Can you show me Scorpio, please? What's going on with our lovely Scorpios? Scorpio, please. Show me Scorpio. Scorpio, please. Scorpio. What's going down with our Scorpios this week, please? Okay, let's go in. One more shuffle, please, Spirit, for Scorpio. Thank you. Oh, okay, that one wanted to pop out, but we'll see. You want one more? Okay, one more. Salve. Bear with us. King of Swords. Oh, you're having words with somebody. Hierophant. Okay, it's getting serious. The Eight of Pentacles. Is someone not pulling their weight? It's like you're having a very serious conversation with somebody, but they are being lazy. Something like that. It's something about work, something about effort someone's putting into something. It's like, you're like, I'm trying to keep the whole show on the road here. I need some more hands on deck. And you're very serious about it. I mean, the King of Swords is here. He means what he says and he says what he means. You're not mincing your words this week, Scorpio. And it's about a structure in your life or a belief system if it's not a physical structure. Something that's been going on for a while because the Hierophant is the test of time, okay? It's about long-held structures and beliefs. That's why he kind of symbolizes like the church or religion or something. It's a long, long belief. It also includes a hierarchy. So it's something that is similar to that nature. Examples I can think of at the top of my head is like work. There's a hierarchy at work, unless you're self-employed or work alone. There's a hierarchy at work, and usually they're companies that have stood the test of time. It doesn't have to be work, although with the Eight of Pentacles here, which is a card of work, it might be that. I don't know whether or not you are a boss and you're going to have to go, you're having to put your foot down a little bit, or it's maybe you're working on a project at home that's been going on for a while, like home renovation, and your partner or whoever it is you live with isn't pulling their weight, or just in general about that. Day-to-day routines is also included under the Hierophant. Someone's not pulling their weight. You feel like you're doing all the work, okay, or at least a large portion of the work, and you're like, I need you on board with this. Okay, right, Devil's there. Hello, sir. Let's hope we don't see you today. Okay. I'm joking. The Devil's a very useful card. I have nothing against the Devil. Okay, can we please see the energy moving towards Scorpio, please? Or the Scorpios we're dealing with. What's unexpected about all this, Spirit? Please let us know. Spill the tea. Okay, oh, right, okay. Queen of Swords. Looks like they're chatting back. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, hi, Bruce. Now, the Queen of Pentacles normally is quite positive. In the context of this, I'm not entirely sure if I'm on her side, which is very unusual for me. I'm usually on her side. This person feels that they aren't getting compensated enough for whatever it is they're doing. And I mean, that could be true, but I don't know. I just don't see it, Scorpio. Because I see you putting in a lot of effort here. You built something pretty beautiful. They're feeling like, not it's unfair. It's like they're trying to get more. They want to get more for themselves than they're currently getting. Now, I don't know if that's in relation to you. So that, say, for example, again, it's not this, but just an example. Say you're the boss and this is an employee and you say, I need you to work more hours. And they're saying, well, where's my more pay? That's kind of what they're saying. In terms, otherwise, I mean, it's not you. They are not contributing to what you want them to do, Scorpio, because their energies are being taken up by something else that is just theirs. Because the Queen of Pentacles, she's got her pentacle. It is hers. She's very possessive over that pentacle. And then the High Priestess is here. There's something they're also not telling you that's going on in the background with them. Their intuition is to hide that from you. Although I don't think that is their intuition. It's usually fear. But they're perceiving it as their intuition. Very interesting dynamic you've got going on this week, Scorpio. Okay, right. Let's look at the outcome at the bottom. Possible outcomes, please, for Scorpio and their person. Or situation or whatever this is I'm looking at. Okay, right. Okay. One more shuffle, please. Do you know what's annoying me? Sorry, Scorpio. This is annoying me since I spotted it since we started recording. I was just going to leave it, but I can't. Okay. My little CD coming out there, yeah? Okay. Okay. The Fool. Ooh. The Seven of Swords, Strength. Well, it looks like whatever they're hiding from you, you uncover that. Oh. Strength is quite vague about this, but I will clarify, so I'm leaving it for now. I'm not going to ask for any more cards. I don't know if that's you being strong or them being strong, but you sense a deception here. What was I telling you? High Priestess is hiding something from you. I think that's what it is. They're more like... I mean, look, we have an energetic match here, so this person's going to give as good as they take, and so are you, Scorpio. So I'd be very interested to be a fly on the wall in this conversation. But the Queen of Swords, we notice, has her back to the King. So the King doesn't have his back to anyone because the King has nothing to hide. He looks you straight in the face. In fact, he is the only court card that does. The Queen, she's looking straight on, but she's not looking at you. She's looking, at least in this case, at the Queen. What can I get out of this? Yeah? And oh, the Priestess is here to collude as well. Hiding something about this pentacle. I don't know if this is someone like, again, let's just go back to the boss employee example because it's easiest. They're hiding, say that you want them to work harder, they're hiding that they've got a second job. Or something like that. That's why they can't put as much energy as you'd want them. So you hide them for 8 hours a day, but they're only doing 4 hours worth of work. It's because they're putting that 4 hours into something else that they're not telling you about, yet you're still paying them 8 hours a day. That's kind of the vibe we're getting. I'll be interested. I'm being told to not comment on this until we have clarified, okay? Because there's something new is happening. I don't know if you're parting ways. I've got no clue. But it's around this deception. You find out what it is. That's what you don't see coming. Because I didn't believe that you didn't see coming that this person is not putting in 100%. You already know that. You came in with the King of Swords. Okay. Interesting. Right, I'm going to clarify you first, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on. Can I please clarify Scorpio's cards? Oh, okay, we want to shuffle like that today. No problem, Spirit. Have it your way. Okay, right. Make sure we're the right way around, Scorpio. Okay, can we please clarify Scorpio's cards? Can we clarify Scorpio, please? Scorpio. Can we clarify Scorpio, please? 9 of Cups. 8 of Cups. 10 of Swords. So did you see my face? I thought that's why I did not want to clarify the Fool until I was sure. I was like, I think you walk away from this. So you come up with the 9 of Cups for the King of Swords, which is like, you just want the best for everybody, right? Especially yourself. You're trying to keep the peace here. You want everyone to prosper out of whatever's going on, right? You're being generous because 9 of Cups is also a card of generosity. Yeah, he's achieved his wish. He's got 9 cups in the background. He's either hoarding them all for himself or he's sharing them. It depends on the other cards around it. And you're in a sharing mood, at least as at the time of this reading, Scorpio. And then we go into the 8 of Cups, which is moving away. You're moving away from a pre-agreed agreement or contract, I believe, with this individual. Or you're threatening to because it's getting too much for you. You're like, I can't do this by myself. This is absurd. And then under work, 10 of Swords, under actually working. You're like, if you don't help me, I will quit. And it's looking that way, Scorpio. Again, I'm using work here. Please, just a reminder, I'm using work as an example. Could be any number of things. But that's the energy. You're like, I'm done. I am done working on this. I will not be the one that rows the boat for myself, you, if there's other team members or whatever. This could be your assistant manager, for example, you know? Right, I'm going to clarify their energy now, see what's going on there. Right. Okay. Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Will you please check the other person's energy, please, Spirit? What's going on underneath the surface there? Yep. The Lovers. Yeah, I bet. Nine of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. There's another pentacle. There is another pentacle. Look. Ace of Pentacles under the High Priestess. The High Priestess hide things. If I had a Scorpio opposite me and they confirmed it was a work problem, I'd say this person had another job. Nine of Swords, they're worried you'll find out about it, and they're worrying over their pentacles. So it's one thing, Scorpio, if somebody gets another job because they need to supplement an income. That's understandable. I'm not judging them for that. That could be the case. That might be their worry. There might be literally if that's literally the situation you're in, they're financially insecure, and that's why they want a second job. For some reason, they felt that they had to hide that from you. If it's not a job, then we all know why they would need to hide it from you. Something around a connection. Now, I don't know if this is you or someone else, but they want to talk about the relationship. They have clarity over the connection, either the connection with you or the connection of whatever this is. So I think this is them telling you, but at the moment it's sort of stuck as an inner truth rather than outer truth. The Queen of Swords is somebody who tells herself what to do next. She's very internally focused, inner clarity. King of Swords, external clarity. That's when the person will say what they mean, right? So they understand how things are. They understand how things look. They understand how it's affecting the connection. And they kind of are almost expecting you to come to them with this topic of like what is going on, and that's kind of inducing worry in them about what am I gonna say to Scorpio. I want to protect my A's, but Scorpio's gonna get mad about it, something like that. Okay, right. Now, very interested to get to this bottom row of the outcome. Let's see what's going on, Scorpio. Let's see what's going down. Right, can I get to the bottom row, please? The outcome, please. Outcome, please. Oh, we have a rogue card. It's that Five of Swords. Just had that for Libra. Putting that there might confirm something we need later on. But it's an argument. Right, can we please clarify the bottom row? One more shuffle, please, Spirit. One more shuffle for Scorpio on that bottom row. Ace of Cups. Yeah, I don't blame you. Knight of Swords. And Five of Pentacles, and we have another rogue card. Two of Pentacles. Wow, wow, wow. You're like, yeah, okay, I'm better off without you, then bye. I don't care how hard it is. If I'm going to do anything by myself, I'll just do it by myself. At least I'm only doing it for myself, and I get 100% of the benefit, rather than doing it all by myself and sharing the benefits with you. So we've got the Fool there at the bottom of the Ace of Cups. That's someone following their heart's desire, following their heart and doing what their heart says. If I ever did see Scorpio. So that's good. You're in tune with your heart. You know what it wants and you want to follow that. You know what this person wants, right? You're not going to give up your Ace of Cups for that. And then you've got the Knight of Swords with the Seven of Swords. Yeah, this deception is uncovered quite quickly and you act on it very, very quickly. I think the moment they say the thing, you're like, gone. Eat my dust, whoever this is. All right? I mean, you might deliver some cutting blows on your way out. Like, you know, I don't mean physically. I do not promote any such thing and violence on this channel. But I mean, like, you know, a few choice words. That's what I mean. All right? Before you quickly exit on your way. Because the Knight of Swords, he's always facing backwards. So he is literally facing towards this new... He's looking at the Fool. Going, just get out while you still can. And then, yeah, the Five of Pentacles. Which is material lack. Feeling loss. And strength over the top of that. tells me that despite the loss, you're going to soldier through anyway. You're like, I know I've only got half the pair of hands now, but I'm going to soldier through anyway. I'm better doing this alone than doing it with them because they were dragging me back. So it's almost like you were rowing the boat with them while they also had themselves and a whole bunch of bricks in there. You were like, well, I'll toss them out and their bricks. It's still a bit hard rowing this boat by myself, but the load is lighter. Yeah? And you're cool with it. You're like, they can be replaced or whatever down the line. Now, these two are interesting that popped out. Very interesting. I think for a moment there's a bit of indecisiveness. I think this might be on your other person's part. What did I do? I don't think they might be quite expecting you just to go. They feel quite unshaken. I'm getting that as their energy. They feel quite unshaken by this because you're showing absolute resolve for all of this. So I don't believe this Two of Pentacles is you. It could also just be showing this conflict in a connection, which we can clearly see here that there is. Right, let's pull some advice from the universe. Some advice from the universe, please. Advice from the universe. Can we help our Scorpios out, please, universe? What we got for them today? Please. Thank you. Okay, right, let's check out Scorpio, please. Scorpio, some advice for Scorpio. What do we have, universe? We love and appreciate you. Please, can you give us some advice for Scorpio? The Mirror. The Great Bear. The Shaman. They're not going to like that, universe. Well, you are. But it's that old tale, isn't it? You had to go through it to get better to where you are. I don't know whether or not I'm looking at Scorpio that's kind of been, I don't want to judge you on this, I just don't know a better word for it, a bit of a doormat, a people pleaser, that sort of thing. Guilty as charged, Scorpio. I'm not judging you. That you've gone, right, I've had to put my foot down, because you're showing me as being a very generous soul. You will do things for others. You count your success as everyone else's success, and vice versa as well. You want to lift people up, but you're recognizing this one to be kind of a bad egg that might be in it for themselves, or doing something sneaky, and you don't want anyone around you that's like that. You want transparency and clarity. King of Swords. You don't want any messing about. The universe has shown me this person is like your mirror. Then it's actually made you go within and look at how you respond and behave to people like this. Something about you had to change. So this person was entered into your life for this reason. That's why I know that, because we've got the Great Bear, which is trials, and then the Mirror. Mirror is usually the High Priestess. So the Mirror is about, but in the wild world is about how your inner state reflects your outer state, so on and so forth. So some of you may have been pushing your feelings down for this person for a while, and willing to take on the extra work to keep them happy. But the universe wants to go, well, Scorpio, we want to make sure you're happy. So they've triggered this almost like a mirror. A giver here, taker there. And eventually, Scorpio will learn the lesson and start allowing us to deliver fruitful results. Because the universe can only do that, Scorpio, if you're caring for yourself. If you're in a good place. Because if you're in a good place, your vibration raises, then the universe can bring in stuff to you that matches the vibration. Good times, okay? Can't do that if you're constantly being drained by others and your vibration is constantly being lowered by other people. Okay, so the universe needed you to kind of shake things up within yourself, move on up, so it could meet you up there, right? Okay? And then we start with the Shaman. That's when things start to happen. That's the Magician, okay? So that is, the Magician literally takes the universal energies and he transmutes them into 3D energy and gets things done. So universe saying, like, we needed this to happen to activate Scorpio's Magician energy, and then we can deliver everything Scorpio wants. And you did it. But that's the reason. The universe was like, you asked. That was it. I'm sorry. So unfortunately, you've had to deal with this. And for some of you, I don't know the details, might be very painful. I don't mean to make light of it or anything like that. I just wanted you to know, the universe wanted you to know that this was not all for naught. This was for a reason. This was to propel you forward. There's something great after this. And you know that. You already know that, Scorpio, because look, you are following your heart, and that's how the universe communicates to you directly, and your intuition. You're following your heart and what you know is right. Go. Go. As quickly as you can, Scorpio. Okay, my lovelies, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please leave a comment below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up, get this out into the algorithm, get some more Scorpios in the collective. And I'm going to love you and leave you, Scorpio, and until the next one, take care.